Agent Sandoval, we have a problem.
Report.
2 unidentified shuttles have made an unscheduled appearance in Earth airspace.
Contact the shuttles.
The pursuing shuttle is trying to contact us, but its transmitter is damaged.
Notify Zora at once.
They are the companions. Aliens come to Earth on a mission of peace. Their true mission, the secrets they hide, forever alter humanity. Caught in the struggle between these Talon companions and the human resistance is Liam Kincaid. A man who's more than human. The mysteries of his past hold the key to Earth's future and the fate of mankind. On Earth, final conflict.
$94.2 degrees. Just perfect.
You can tell the exact temperature just by dipping your toe, huh?
You know, Liam, you may not know this, but this isn't my first time. Hey! Hey! Wake up out there! I just had third-degree burns over half my body.
Yeah, well, Daan just took off, but he wouldn't tell me where. Just said I'd be on my own for 3 days and that I wouldn't be able to reach him.
Well, maybe he's trying to give you a subtle hint, like, get a life.
Yeah, funny.
How could you not know where Daan went? Weren't you the one that flew him there?
I was scheduled to, but he used an ID portal that he just had installed in his office. Even programmed the destination himself.
Something's up. 2 shuttles were just involved in a chase, and one of them crashed.
Daan disappears mysteriously, and now the shuttle crashes? Any indication that Daan was involved?
No, but the pilot that survived was a Talon.
Pull up the mothership air traffic control sphere.
That's the shuttle being pursued. Was being pursued.
Find out who's on board.
I can't match any of these energy signatures with any of the shuttles on the current fleet.
Got a theory as to why?
No, for once I don't.
I've got to find out what's going on.
Wait. You know, the Talons might have found out that we've tapped into their air traffic control system. This could be a trap, Liam.
I have sensed the loss in the commonality of the pursuing pilot.
Both shuttles were being piloted by Talons?
That surprises you?
I've just never been exposed to Talons flying with such aggression.
We did navigate across several million light years to get to Earth. Or have you forgotten that, Captain?
We have been unable to identify the shuttles, Zora. Perhaps you can assist.
The identification of the shuttles is a Talon matter. Your orders are to locate the surviving pilot.
Our search would be more effective if we knew what we were looking for.
You are looking for a Talon who will not be cooperative when you find him. He must be apprehended at any cost.
At any cost? Are you suggesting that we kill this Talon if he doesn't cooperate?
Was my order unclear, Captain?
It was crystal clear.
I will notify the Synod at once of this incident. Daan must be notified face to face.
Certainly. I'll instruct Major Kincaid to bring Daan to the mothership.
No. I will go to Daan myself.
It would seem to be more efficient to bring Daan to you at this time of crisis, Zora.
I have stated my wishes, Agent Sandoval. All that is required is for you to fulfill them.
Captain Marquette has your assignments.
We don't have the exact location of the survivor, but we have pinpointed the general area. This is our search grid. We'll work each section from the outside toward the center, giving our survivor very little chance of escape. We'll keep pulling the net tighter and tighter until we squeeze him out. Your target is a Talon.
This Talon is a traitor to his own species. If necessary, you are authorized to use deadly force to apprehend him.
Any questions? Good. Move out.
I gotcha.
You're just lucky. Let's go again.
Nah, we gotta get going. My mom's gonna get worried.
Do not be afraid. I will not harm you.
Are you a Talon?
Yes. Greetings.
Touch him, Jesse.
How'd you do that?
Our touching allowed me to sample your DNA so that I could affect the facade that you have seen on other Talons.
Yeah, right, sure.
I never imagined human beings would be so innocent. You can call me Belli.
I'm Jesse. This is Ricky.
Can you assist me, Jesse?
How?
I need to find a place where I can rest.
You can come to my house. My mom won't mind.
No. I want our meeting to be a secret between you, Ricky, and I. I must go somewhere that no one can find me.
I know the perfect spot. Only me and Ricky know about it.
Please, take me there.
All right, but you have to promise you won't tell anybody.
It is a promise.
Daan was not in the shuttle. Zora's gone to see him now.
Where?
He didn't say, but before he left, he ordered Sandoval to launch a massive search to find the surviving pilot.
Boy, Zora's really bent on finding this Talon.
I need you to throw Sandoval's men off the trail.
Well, look, I can slow them down, but I can't hold them off forever.
Do it.
Liam. What a pleasant surprise.
We have a report of a downed shuttle. I need to find the surviving pilot before Zora does.
How can we help?
Take the best people from your cell and put a team together. I'm coming for you right now.
Okay, we'll be ready.
Listen, now that you know it wasn't Daan on that shuttle, could you just do me a favor? Give me a little bit more time so I can make sure you're not walking into a trap.
I don't have the time. Zora's definitely rattled. If we don't locate this pilot first, we may never find out why. There's a clearing about 100 yards past that grove of trees. According to Augur, that's where the pilot crashed.
Okay, guys, fan out and follow our lead.
You'd better hurry up. Sandoval's onto us. You won't be alone for long.
Found him lurking in the bushes. Watching us.
Lower your guns. Give us 5.
Establish perimeter.
You heard her move out.
Don't worry, we're not gonna hurt you.
You're really convincing.
Is that better?
Yeah, I guess.
What's your name?
Jesse.
Why were you watching us, Jesse?
No reason.
A shuttle crashed around here. The pilot was a Talon. Do you have any idea where he might be?
No.
Tell him, Jesse.
Look, I know you're scared, but if you want to help this Talon, you've got to tell me where he is.
Why? So you could take him away?
Listen, Jesse, in about 2 minutes, there are going to be a whole lot of people coming down here that want to hurt the Talon.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
I know it's not fair that you're in this position, but it's up to you to decide what happens to the Talon. You either have to trust me or not.
What happens if I don't tell you?
We'll just have to try and find the Talon ourselves. Hopefully before his enemies do. Okay, Jesse. I understand. We're gonna have to split up and search in teams.
Wait. I don't want anything to happen to Belai.
Can you tell me where he is?
Yeah, he's in our fort.
We have an emergency.
It is inconceivable that you would interrupt me during the Sabotage. You have destroyed this sacred moment.
A Talon has crash-landed on Earth and survived.
Have you identified the survivor?
All of your senses are now directed toward fulfilling the Sabotage. If you were not engaged in this anachronistic ritual, you would certainly have sensed this particular Talon's presence in the commonality.
Enough of your manipulation. I demand to know the identity of the survivor.
It is Belai.
I'm going in alone.
It's your funeral. Take up blocking positions.
I don't want to hurt you.
Although your actions speak otherwise, I shall take you at your word.
I am Companion Agent Liam Kincaid. I'm here to take you to the mothership.
You cannot take me to the mothership.
And why not?
I am in great danger from my own species. But as a loyal companion agent, I do not expect you to understand this.
Try me.
I will end my existence on this plane before I will be taken to the mothership.
You'd rather die than be turned over to the Talons?
Yes.
Well, then that's what you'll have to do, because my orders are to take you to the mothership.
I have come from another planet, also occupied by Talons. I come in search of human resistors to help you retake your home.
Come on, let's go.
Shuttles arrive. Get the hell out of there.
We'll take him to Augers. Wait for me there. I've got to report back to the mothership.
We lost 3 volunteers in addition to the shuttle. The firepower that brought down the shuttle could only have come from the Resistance.
And there's no sign of the Talon survivor?
No, sir. We have no idea how they affected their escape. It's as if they vanished.
Have you located the Talon survivor's shuttle?
Yes, sir. It sustained minor damage during the chase, but it's still operational.
Bring it to the mothership immediately. Captain Marquette will meet you in the shuttle bay with her technical team to examine it. Major, are you fully briefed?
Yes.
I want you to coordinate a search in North America from the embassy.
I must apprise Daan of the situation with the Talon survivor.
I have already done so.
Zora, I can't fulfill my obligation to protect Daan if he's separated from me.
Daan is engaged in a Talon ritual we call the Sabotage. Most enlightened Talons have abandoned the Sabotage, but there are still some Talons who feel compelled to complete it. They see the ritual as a time for self-examination and renewal.
Where does the ritual take place?
In a specific location on the Talon homeworld.
The Talon homeworld, Daan traveled there?
We have designed a simulation to spare us the time required for the journey.
I need to discuss this directly with Daan.
Daan has refused to interrupt the Sabotage. Direct your efforts towards locating the survivor. That is in the best interests of all Talons. Which is, of course, your duty. Is it not, Major?
You said you came here in search of human resistors to the Talons. Well, you found us. Why did you really come?
I do not support the Synod's current strategy of subjugating other species to aid in our war with the Duridians.
How many other planets are the Talons inhabiting?
Hundreds. But it is an accepted truth within the commonality that humanity represents our best hope for survival.
And what about our survival?
I am in agreement with you. What we are doing is wrong, and there are many other Talons who feel the same.
You came all this way to tell us that?
Yes, and to bring the best of the resistors back with me, to join forces with the other Talons who believe as I do.
Your presence down here is gonna lead the Talons right to us.
I need proof that you're telling the truth.
The proof is in the databanks of my shuttle.
Lily's conducting a search of the shuttle. Get a message to her. Tell her about the information in the databanks.
Your friend is not totally incorrect. I am a part of the Talon commonality, and as such, I do pose a threat to the security of this facility.
But the commonality doesn't serve as a locator. The Talons can't trace you here.
That is only partly true. The basis of the commonality is a psychic link between all Talons. Eventually, that link will lead the Talons to me.
Then we need to cut that link, separate you from the commonality.
That is impossible. I cannot voluntarily sever myself from the commonality. And even if I could...
No. I've already had one place destroyed by a Neanderthal Talon. Thank you very much. They canceled my insurance after that. No.
What are you talking about?
When a Talon is separated from the commonality, they revert to their most primitive form. It's called an atavis.
And the last time a Talon reverted to an atavis, a whole lot of people were killed. They're bad enough as Talons, but as an atavis, they're like a wild animal. He couldn't control himself even if he wanted to.
No. We can prevent that. Augur can sever the commonality link, and he can redirect the psychic energy of a human being to a Talon that'll take the place of the commonality and prevent Belai from reverting to an atavis.
You're willing to risk human lives in order to save a Talon?
I won't ask any of your people. We'll do it.
What do you mean, we, Kimosabi?
We can't afford to have you out of commission. I'll do it.
No, that wasn't my intention.
I'm not saying it was.
You understand that Augur has to put you into a state of near death. We may not be able to bring you back.
I understand. Now can we get on with it?
You sure about this?
I've just downloaded the human interface. First, we're gonna go over it inch by inch, then we're gonna take it apart piece by piece.
Download the databanks.
The data core has suffered a lot of damage. I have to run a retrieval program. This could take some time.
I'll wait. I want to know how he escaped, who helped him, and why he came here.
Oh. Got lucky.
Download it to a disk. We've accessed the databank, Zora. We're downloading the information now.
Done. Transmitting data from the shuttle's databanks.
Emma Peel would be proud. Guess she doesn't watch old reruns on the Spy Channel.
Not bad, Augur.
Yeah, considering what I had to work with, but it'll serve our purposes. Listen, you have to stay hooked up until we pull you out, okay?
Okay. Which we'll do at the first sign of any danger. It's not too late to change your mind.
Ready.
Okay, this will identify your commonality frequency. Now, once you're separated from the commonality, I'll need to restabilize you every 10 minutes or so. Other than that, you can move around freely.
The nobility of the human species is known to all Talons. But you have exceeded even my loftiest expectations. I am humbled by your sacrifice.
It's time.
separated from the commonality. They're both stabilized. What if Belai destabilizes and becomes an atavist?
Well, I think we all know the answer to that.
This is the data Lily downloaded.
How do we know this came from Belai's shuttle?
Because Lily said it did.
Well, the Talons could have planted it there, right?
You know, Julia, we actually thought of that. But maybe we should look at it first before we judge it. Is that okay with you? Good. Ooh, look, you took a hell of a trip to get here. See that?
As a human being, I do not believe you can fully understand what it means to be separated from the commonality for the first time in my life.
The notion of finally being alone with your own thoughts must be liberating.
And terrifying as well. There is great comfort in the commonality, in knowing you are never alone.
We have a saying that you're born alone and you die alone. But most of us spend the rest of our lives just trying to escape that inevitability.
As a part of the commonality, we can never act against the interests of the majority of Talons, even when we know the majority is wrong.
But Zora acts against the Talons all the time.
Because on some level, the Synod agrees with Zora's actions. If they did not, Zora would not be able to act aggressively against any Talon.
But he doesn't just act aggressively. Zora has tried to have his Talon enemies killed. Is the Synod aware of that?
They may not know the full extent of Zora's malevolence, but they do understand that he has a reservoir of aggression within him, and have chosen not to dissipate it through the commonality.
The Synod wants Zora to do what they can. And in this way, they can escape all responsibility for his actions.
Yes. And now that I can reason as an individual, I can see how cowardly that is.
Belai, we can't sustain your separation from the commonality indefinitely.
Then you must release me. And let fate take its course.
There may be another way. I serve as the protector to a member of the Talon Synod who may be receptive to your thoughts. His name is Daan.
Daan? He was the most outspoken advocate against my views. He banished me to the farthest reaches of the galaxy so that I would no longer be heard.
Daan is the most sympathetic to humanity of all the Talons.
Daan is the architect of the Talon strategy for galactic destruction as a means to defeat the Juridians. He must be stopped.
And each of you will coordinate the search from your own region. Do not deviate from our official statement that this Talon has been kidnapped by the Resistance. Carry on.
Has there been any reluctance on the part of the human authorities to aid in this search?
On the contrary, Zor. Despite our recent problems, the human law enforcement, even at the highest level, has been most cooperative in our search.
Excellent. That degree of cooperation will prove essential when the time comes for us to execute our strategy for the planet.
Something's not right. Before Daan disappeared, he asked me to ready the shuttle. He wanted me to take him somewhere.
Yeah, it must be to that Talon ritual, the Sabotage.
Then he had a meeting with Zora and canceled the shuttle flight.
Well, obviously he didn't want you to witness the ritual.
I understand that, but I still could have flown him anywhere. He didn't have to share the details of the ritual with me.
Okay. I'll see what I can find out.
It's okay. The instruments are set to warn us that even the slightest change in readings, Liam doesn't want anything to happen to him.
No, and Liam said that you would get him out if there was any sign of danger.
Yes, if he was in any danger. But I agree with you. We've got to do something very soon.
Very soon? Okay, I want him out of here right now.
Hey, it's not your call.
No, and it's not Liam's either.
You're right. It's his. He volunteered, remember? Liam, we've got to do something very soon. We can't keep Belai down here much longer. Something's wrong with the sphere.
Well, then fix the damn thing!
It's jammed. I've been locked out. Somebody sabotaged it.
Mitch! Mitch, wake up! Wake up. We gotta get you off this thing, okay? Come here.
Uh-oh, take cover! I've seen this before. There could be a lot of damage!
Kill it!
Liam, there's definitely going to be a problem.
Right?
Captain Marquette.
Yeah. I understand your brother served in the SI War.
Yes, ma'am. I'm certainly aware of your service record.
You checked my service record?
Absolutely. Before I joined up with the Talons, I wanted to know who I'd be serving with. It's an honor to follow in your footsteps.
Oh. Listen, maybe you can help me with something. I'm trying to find some information on the portal construction program.
You know that information is classified, Captain.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm concerned that they're cutting back on my shuttle flying time, and I was just wondering when they decided to install portals in Talon embassies.
We're not doing that.
Oh. Daan just had one installed in his office.
Oh, well, it wasn't Daan. That's what I thought. Zora ordered the portal for Daan's office. Over a week ago.
You were ready to kill Belai at the slightest provocation.
I did not touch the sphere.
Your team and Augur were the only ones with access.
Then why don't you ask him?
Oh, this girl's a piece of work.
Look, I said it wasn't me and it wasn't any of my people either, I guarantee it.
Belai told us that it was Daan who was leading the charge against humanity and had to be stopped.
Belai had access to the sphere to stabilize his readings. And that was the point of this whole exercise.
What are you saying? That Belai actually pulled the plug on himself?
But why would he want to become an out-of-control wild animal?
I saw the rage in Belai's eyes when I mentioned Daan. There was murder there.
A Talon murdering another Talon?
Doesn't that violate some sort of Talon code of ethics or something?
Yeah, if he remains a Talon. But not if he becomes an atavist.
You think he became an atavist on purpose?
He might. If it was the only way he could kill Daan. I've got to get to the embassy.
haven't been changed.
What happened?
It's the atavist, sir. He escaped through the portal.
Waited a long time to kill you, Daan.
I can save you. You can live to fight another day. Killing Daan can't be the answer you're looking for.
No!
Hang on. Don't let go. You're wrong about Daan. Let us help you.
Do not trust Daan. He will betray you.
Why would he make that accusation?
He knew me in a different time. I am no longer the Talon I once was.
Will you betray me, Daan?
The data from Balai's shuttle seems to back up his story. There are hundreds of images like that. Planets in different stages of destruction.
Well, I didn't trust Balai. But we can't deny what we're seeing here. I mean, he says Daan's gonna betray us. I believe him.
I don't know. Our alliance with Daan is critical.
Lily's right. We'll have to live with that risk for the moment. Besides, I'm not ready to turn my back on Daan.
Well, I just hope that when you are ready, that we're not all found floating in a blue tank somewhere. Because that's exactly where we'll be if you're wrong.
It's not exactly that simple. I did some unofficial checking into the portal in Daan's office, and Zora is the one who had it installed, not Daan.
But Zora didn't want anyone near that homeworld recreation. He was taking no chances.
Liam's flown to the moon base before Zora knows that. Liam could have easily flown Daan to the moon base without ever knowing about the recreation.
Zora wanted someone to have direct access to the homeworld recreation from Daan's office.
Mm-hmm. Like Balai.
You're saying that Zora planned this whole thing and brought in Balai to get rid of Daan?
Maybe. Or maybe Zora set it up so Balai could escape. Balai never even knew he was being used.
So then, how much of this is real?
There's only one way for us to know for sure, and that's to go there ourselves. Find out if there are Talons out there who really want to help us.
You insist upon viewing our homeworld as it was. You are in a state of denial.
I draw strength from experiencing this beauty.
I prefer the truth, Daan. I draw my strength by always remembering how the Juridians destroyed our homeworld.